Hello, my name is Jack O'Leary, Head of Advisory at Edge by Essential, the world's leading provider of data, insights, and analytics for retail, e-commerce, and the consumer goods space. And I'm here to present to you our viewpoint on a really important consumer trend in retail, sustainability, and the effect that that has on both consumer goods manufacturers' operations, retailers' operations, and the perception of your shopper out there in general and at large. Now, jumping into the high-level viewpoint here, sustainability is highly desired by today's consumer. 97% of UK beauty consumers would like brands to be more transparent about the ingredients they use. In the US, 60% of US consumers view climate change as a major threat to the well-being of the United States. In Germany, 85% of consumers think about the issue of sustainability as much, if not more, than they did before COVID-19. And so brands, retailers, the environment is responding accordingly. We're seeing closed loop packaging, recycling return centers, climate pledges, and refillable packaging in stores around the world. And the retailers are making significant external commitments to sustainability pledges. One can only look at, for example, some of the largest retailers in the world to see numerous pledges all aligned around some of the same issues. Walmart and Amazon, for example, both have major initiatives launched at reducing greenhouse gas production. For Walmart, Project Gigaton; for Amazon, their climate pledge. In both cases here, there's distinct pledges to reduce the amount of greenhouse gases emitted throughout their operational procedures by a certain set date. The Amazon Climate Pledge is actually one which Amazon is launching externally and looks to see other companies commit to as well. And there's countless other initiatives as well. You see Walmart committed to things like deforestation reduction in the United States, other greenhouse gas emission initiatives here. Amazon has launched Climate Pledge friendly badges on their website to identify the consumer via certifications which products are actually Climate Pledge and sustainability oriented. Those products we have seen at Edge by Essential actually see increases in their conversion rate on Amazon.com, indicating that the consumer is desiring this type of identification. It's not just Amazon and Walmart. It's not just the largest retailers around the world. We can look across the gamut, countless retailers across countless different category areas. They are all making commitments to the areas of greenhouse gas reductions, sustainable packaging, deforestation prevention, and clean energy production throughout their own value chains, so to speak, as they operate as retailers here. And what this means is that sustainability is a growing important trend, and it is both coming from the retailers at pressure from outside authorities, but also from retailers trying to meet the demand trends of the consumer. Actual companies are springing up here in this space to help this ecosystem evolve. Loop is a namely very famous one here. They use closed loop packaging systems. You can get regular consumer goods, everything from soda to face cream, and it is in a reusable package. The uniqueness of the Loop system is it requires both buy-in from a manufacturer who produces the product and the retailer to serve as a point of refilling of the packaging and being able for the consumer to repurchase items that have just been refilled into a reusable packaging area. But nevertheless, we're seeing Loop extend around the world with partnerships with Loblaws in Canada, numerous retailers in the United States like Kroger, Walgreens, Ulta, in the United Kingdom with Tesco, retailers coming to Germany, France and Carrefour, retailers coming to Japan and Australia as well. This is a global endeavor on behalf of this company. And retailers are giving Loop in-store placements. That's how important this initiative is to them. They're giving valuable in-store space where they demonstrate Loop in-store reusable packaging for consumable products to health and beauty items typically here. And it's getting distinct end caps and really looking to garner consumer attention and adoption. Now, there's other sustainable store concepts underway in the actual physical shopping environment. One of the top ones we like to talk about is refillables. This traditionally has been its own relegated section in your average grocery store, and oftentimes was unpackaged consumables, things like nuts, candy, what have you. But we're now seeing an evolution where the refillable stations have had such success, they're getting launched into the broader store environment here, and they're going into other new additional categories. We have a few examples from Asda, Waitrose, DM. I think one of the most interesting ones is this example from DM here, where Nivea, which is actually a health and beauty product, is actually being dispensed into a refillables container versus what we'd see in the typical grocery store setup here. Now, there is a concern around the green and sustainability space about green privilege. Is this something only for, a higher price point consumer? But when we look at our discounters around the world here, all of them are engaging in these initiatives as well. Lidl, Aldi, Dollar General, all engaged in areas around, compostable fruit and vegetable bags, better animal husbandry. So this is an area of distinct emphasis for them as well. And let's just jump out and talk about, why is this and where are we going? Sustainability is an interdependent system here. It comes from both governments making pledges for their operations of their economies. It comes from companies making these pledges to make a clear signal to their consumers that they are oriented around sustainability, but also to garner some of the potential positive effects of pro-sustainability legislation, whether that be tax breaks or credits. And then finally, it's driven by your consumers around the world here. Consumers are desiring these products. Consumers are desiring to be better stewards of the environment going forward. And so they are going to drive the entire retail and consumer ecosystem this direction. So stay tuned for more. Sustainability is a really important topic and one you should be watching very much in detail.